If there's anything as important as your passports when you're traveling, it's your vaccines. I'm Zeinab, I'm the pharmacist from PillSorted, and I'll explain why preparing your medicine, your vaccinations, and checking out what the destination health risks are really pays off. And I'll show you how to do it easier. The first thing that you need on that list is your current medicine. What I mean by current medicine is everything that you take every day. So if you're on your GLP medications, your injection with you, your supplements with you, if you've got contraceptives or HRT, those with you, your thyroid, blood pressure, antidepressants, all of your children's medications as well, their asthma inhalers, if they're diabetic medication. If you know it's the time of your cycle that you're going to get headaches, that's going to be your regular medicine that you need to make sure you've got with you. The other thing is, when you get to your destination and you've got, your luggage somewhere, put most of your medicine there, but have at least 2 days of medicine worth with you. So even if you go travel out and about on a mountainside or a trek to the poolside, have enough medicine to get you by for a day or two. The rest of them keep it in a safe, well-ventilated place where you're keeping all your luggage. For example, this is where these pouches are quite useful. I can take a couple of these in my bag with me, so it makes it easy for me to move around. Now I want to give you a funny story. A lot of us are much more mindful about our clothes not running out, so I know a lot of us pack a couple of extra pants or pair of clothes. I want to give you a story of a relative who came and visited us. This is a couple of years back. This gentleman is a very smart individual. He's diabetic, but somehow he thought that when he's on traveling, it's a good time for him to put away all of his medicine. We had a great meal together. Following morning, he was starting having a hyper attack. So his blood sugar levels have gone really, really high. The thing was, he kept saying, I'm going low, give me some watery sugar, so something sweet. And I said, no, I'm worried because you haven't taken any of your medication. We did the prick test. His blood sugar was crazy high. We got ambulance to him. A peaceful, day was quite disrupted. And to be honest, we were really lucky that we managed to get him to hospital on time. He spent the whole day in the hospital getting all of his blood sugars and everything back onto regular levels to be able to be safe. So my point is, if your body needs that support in any sort of medicine, make sure you take it with you. It's not a time to add on extra pressure and extra changes to the routines that your body is used to. The second part is about vaccination. What we're really lucky of is in the UK, there is a huge, amazing program for vaccinations from early on, from childhood, and they cover a lot of the important diseases. The reason that I'm saying is, by far, getting that vaccination outrisks getting the disease. The diseases are horrific. They can leave lifelong effects on you, and they are deadly. That's why the vaccinations were created in the first place. So getting the vaccination ahead of time really saves your lives. First step is make sure that the vaccinations are up to date for yourself and for your children. There are a lot of the vaccinations that need boosters. One of the important ones, for example, is the DPT, the diphtheria, tetanus, and polio vaccine. This needs the booster every 10 years. So in the UK, it is offered as a booster for year 9 children, so they're 13-14 years, but after that you need to make sure that you get that booster yourself every 10 years. Other vaccinations that need boosters are the typhoid one, which is every 3 years. A good place to find out about vaccinations are the NHS website. So they clearly explain which one of the vaccinations are done routinely for the children, which ones are good to have as boosters as well. Let me tell you a story about the boosters. I remember that my son was around 9-10 years old, and we were traveling, and he was playing football outside, and he fell down on his knees, and in the grass there was a nail. That nail went into his knee, tearing it open, a very nasty, deep wound. The first thing that I got to the hospital was, has he had his tetanus vaccine? Because that can affect wounds very easily, and these consequences are really dreadful. So having that booster booster really helps. There are some of these travel vaccinations that are available on the NHS. You just need to ask for them basically. So tuberculosis, hepatitis, these are available, but you do need to plan for them, and that's why get into that checking at least 6 to 8 weeks before you're traveling. Some of them need a couple of rounds before you're protected. For example, hepatitis needs 3 rounds of injection, so the first 2 is needed before you're covered. There are destination specific risks. A really good website that can help you with that is the Travel Health Pro, is the National Travel Health Network and Center. In Travel Health Pro, you will find really good, up-to-date, accurate advice about a lot of different destinations, how to protect yourself, both for healthcare professionals is great and for travelers from the UK. So it's really helpful, it's kept up to date, it's got all the accurate advice that you need per place. So there might be the destination specific vaccination that you need, or destination specific medication you want to take before. For example, yellow fever. Yellow fever is a vaccine that you need to take for going to special destinations. Also, for example, some countries will need malaria prophylaxis. Some prophylaxis you need to start 2 to 3 weeks ahead of actually setting out for the travel. If you've got a little baby, if you're pregnant, if you have a chronic condition, these circumstances need some extra attention basically. So make sure that you've got all of the travel advices that you can. Now, things to watch out for. If you actually get unwell or if something happens, make sure you know how to get hold of doctors and get a hold of emergencies. There are really good resources. It's good to educate yourself about them before you do the travel. So your travel insurances usually have got really good advice. The government website about medical emergencies, treatment and hospitalizations, the .gov.uk, has got really good advice as well. I'll put the links here into the video. So make sure that you know where you can get hold of help when you're abroad as well. As a recap, a little bit of health preparation before your travel really pays off. It will help you have a smooth, relaxing holiday with all the family. Start it from 6 to 8 weeks ahead. As always, if you've got any questions, make sure that you reach out to us. This video is part of our travel health series. Feel free to subscribe to our channel and visit our website for that clinician-led health advice. Thank you.